Well. Knife round is underway. Can we? Yeah, there we go. I can hear the knife round in the background, but now I don't. Boggs, we are coming back on what was a pretty tight battle here on the second map. I mean, even the first map was quite a battle for that lead, for that victory for Budapest 5. They have traded each other's map picks, and by that I mean they've succeeded in claiming their own maps, and now we find ourselves on the third, Dust 2, the decider. One of Nemiga's best maps. Budapest pretty well versed on this, and I predict we're about to witness amazingness. Mel, let's kick this. Let's get this final map on the road. These players are ready. We are ready.
And here they go. It looks like the early B rush from Budapest 5. Double flash into smoke for Har, being the utility player for the T side. Flashes out. Lone defender of Lollipop will go down early. He actually does take down Color before he meets his maker. The bomb will go down for Budapest 5, but the retake is still not out of the cards for Nemiga. They have a kit on Speedak. Nade on Boggs. Double flash for the Yopper. But here comes Yo. He needs to stand tall. He gets the first. Falls away. Looking for the second kill from the headshot angle. Will actually fall to Gio. So Yo able to bring it back to a 3v3. Boggs with a nice shot onto Joel's. Makes it a man advantage for his team. Har will deal with it. But now both players are known to be coming from tunnels, and this is where things get a little more difficult for Nemiga. Budapest 5 have one in window, one back sight. Yo getting tagged away, and Har. Triple kill for Budapest 5. This lad, when he gets killed, he gets them in bunches, and they're high impact.
Wow. I love the discipline there from Budapest 5, though, right? Not really giving away anything. I think it was Flea up there in the back of the plat. He was just patiently waiting, not allowing himself to die, not making it difficult for his teammates. And now it is going to be the fourth buy for Nemiga. We've seen what they can do with scouts and eagles and MP9s. And they're looking to do that again. Now they're going to go straight to the side. They go, whoa, someone just froze the time. And Yo, he's going to peek off it. He's going to get a tag. So a 1-for-1 trade. B-bomb save along with the Budapest 5. Of course, still considered one of the hardest sites in the game to retake, Boggs. So right now, Budapest 5 are more than comfortable.
I'd argue that it is the hardest site to retake in the entirety of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. B site does too. And Nemiga do seem to be sharing that sentiment as they will run for the hills. They've already given up hope. We've gotten a tag, but you know, keep these guns into the next round. You could still do damage with them. There's nothing to say you can't do damage with them. So I like this call. It basically postpones this force buy round into the next one, gives them another chance, and can keep Budapest 5 a little bit more nervous, knowing that Nemiga will have these guns going to the following round. Although I would not be surprised to see Budapest 5 best win. It does seem to be their go-to on these anti-force buys. Although it could just be spawn-based. So now they have the long spawn, and they are turning towards that direction. Maybe they are going to mix things up and walk into the scouts.
Yeah, right now there's no smoke in mid, but actually no one in Budapest 5 is spotting this either. I think they're more than happy to just rush B. No, they're going under. Okay, they're going towards underpass. So maybe a B split here is possible. The bomb is still upper B, and this positioning is completely suggesting that Boggs looking for the tags along with his teammate crossfired in window. Yo, barely getting out of that one. Speedak does get eliminated in the process. A few more tags, but I think right now that's all that it is. Lollipop, the B anchor, gets eliminated, and I think that was their chances in this round. Boggs taken away. Eliminating they have here would be a free weapon upgrade. The bomb hasn't. They continue giving away their lives here. This could end really poorly. Now there is an AK that can be picked up. No one seems to be going for it though, Boggs.
Yeah, MDS does not want to cross through mid. Instead, Yuho has the that'll be an easy kill for the T on ramp. And now Boggs, last alive. Not much he can really do in this situation. Might just try and do some more damage. Take a couple guns out of the hands of Budapest.
Get the AK,
but
man.
I don't.
Get it and go. Take it and run. You have a free weapon. All right. They don't like freebies, Boggs. You know what? I respect it.
They like to earn it every step of the way. They have their buy, and now they need their first round on the board. Budapest 5 looking for that 4-0 start. They would love that 4-0 start. Start to establish control on Dust 2, hamper the ability to buy ops from Nemiga. Long brawl incoming, at least from Nemiga. No players pushing out from Budapest. They're rather spread out with a lot of mid control. To deal with this, and he will start it off well with the first kill. Molotov's out and falls away down to CT. So a good bit of rotation as they still have a very heavy A presence.
Yeah, they really do need to slow down this B split though, right? They've sent 4 numbers A early, and if they don't stop this B split, it's just going to be Yo to try to defend against his by himself. Luckily, Lollipop boost it up. Okay, alright guys, through the smoke, 1 box. Oh! Another. He's just spamming through. That's just crazy. He's gotten 3 kills through the boxes, Boggs. He hasn't seen a single person. Now it's Fliev. He has the B site, but he doesn't have the bomb. They don't have a kill.
They have damage, but it's far from a kill. And the importance of damage is to get kills. Fliev needs to get something. Needs to get a kill. He will get killed instead. A double op setup potential for Nemiga. They go for it. Yo grabs the second big green gun. Or second op Asimov, as the case may be. And what a buy now for Nemiga. Off the back of that gun round win. A Krieg, an AK, double ops. Up against a hero op of Yuho. And quad D. Or, quad Deegs.
It's alright, Boggs. Math. I don't trump you. We're casters.
Forgetting my Greek for a second there.
Now, this 5 from Budapest 5. What are your initial thoughts on this? Because I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. I do respect the hero op, of course. But I can't help. I feel like they could have maybe just followed up with it.
I feel like if you're going to buy the hero op, you go all the way. You don't just settle for deagles. You get Galils. They're $1,800 now. Tower could definitely get a Galil full armor and utility. Fliev could get himself a Galil and armor. Color is very much the same. Joel's, well, you should probably say on the deagle given his last economy, but I feel like this buy could be a lot more damaging for Budapest 5. Especially with both Yuho and Joel's low on money. Yuho all but eliminated in middle. And now the Molotov on Catwalk will not wall off the pushes, but Speedak will. Gets himself a second, looking for the third. Will have to be careful of his ramp, but no, nobody's watching it for him. Yo has to flick back. The bomb can go down for Budapest 5. A bit of a blunder causes Speedak to lose his life, and now things get a little difficult with Yuho still striking. Yo will take out Fleeve, and now the 1 HP Opper himself, Yuho, going for the next kill.
He's getting flanked. It's only a matter of time. Right here, he gets 1 kill. He made it expensive. They got the bomb plant. They have a decent loss bonus. This was worth it. It was worth it. I think I'm going with it was worth it. It hurts to buy here for Yuho, but I mean everyone else is okay. They can get SGs, AKs out here, no problem. Yuho, Joel is likely to be on the Galils, maybe Mac 10s if they want to do something fast.
It was definitely worth it, but
they're gonna go with AK head armor or no head armor. Okay. Actually, I don't mind this one.
I have to say though, the only thing is, if one more point of damage to Yuho, that 4 round turns on its head. Lollipop turning this one on its head as he hits the head of Joel's, makes it a 3K. Now B-side definitely able to be retaken by the CT side, and they're not even going to allow the Boggs to block. Boggs is going to push. MDS follows up. 3 rounds straight for Nemiga, thanks to Lollipop and his triple spray on tunnels. And now Budapest 5 are back to where they were in 2 rounds ago. Eagles, no hero op this time.
Yeah, no contingency plan, no X Factor here, just Eagles. I mean, the X Factor is Fliev with that Eagle. He's insane. And so is Yuho, right? He's been kind of a key player for Budapest 5 as well. That Molotov comes out. It's a little too late. 2 players have gotten out. Speedak needs to be careful. Can't die here and give up this op. And they need to hold down the cross of that weapon, right? You don't want to give away that rifle.
They have a scope. They have 2 rifles pushing a little closer. There's no more utility. That's a good spray from Boggs. 1, 2. Fliev, though. The 1 dig will get dealt with. But Har catches Joe, sleeping a little bit in middle. That's an expensive round for Nemiga. They lose the double op. They do win the round, but it's costly.
Yeah, that was supposed to be their safety net. Now they're not really so safe. MDS down to 0. Yo down to 0. They don't have a loss bonus anymore. So if they lose this one, they'll have a weird purchase in this next round. Unless they can keep out early. The flashbangs are extremely effective. A 1-for-1 trade so far. MDS is holding straight down. But Yuho, he's gone through to enemy territory. MDS needs to get cleared out of pit. And there it is. They finally done it. But the reinforcements, they have arrived. However, Budapest 5, once the dust settles, they do have a man advantage.
And they have B site open. They know this. They have an idea that at the very least there is only one player on B, and they are going to go for the full rotation. No hesitation at all from Budapest 5. They've decided to run over, get B site controlled, get the bomb down. I think Nemiga finally becoming wise to the play, especially with Boggs pushing up mid. But I believe Boggs can get caught out.
If
Color
he went,
holding.
Dude, if he went T-spawn, he would have caught Color red-handed, but now he's just going to walk into the op unsuspecting completely. And there it is, Color. He has the entire part of the map cut off. What a great map design. And now, yo, he's not liking his chances. And they need this weapon, right? Their money is broken. We talked about this. But look at Color. He's already on the hunt.
I love this initiative.
Ooh, nice
So
awareness.
smart. But yo, one step ahead of him. That was great awareness. He needs to get this rifle. He knows it. And I believe he should be successful. Unless Fleeve can catch him off. There's a chance. Actually, it might be Joel's who becomes the first point of contact. Though will be allowed to survive. The op will move forward. And there can be a somewhat decent buy for Nemiga. You can have rifles across 3 players, FAMASs or M4s across the board, and then an SMG or 2. Actually, Lollipop's going to go for full utility. I do have to say I kind of respect this play. MP9, downgrade yourself, but also have utility to hold pushes off. Molotov, and the MP9 sings, and that is exactly why he downgraded. The Molotov extremely critical to picking up that kill and holding long at bay while the rest of Budapest 5 work their way to B site.
Crossfire they go, but they did not expect Yo at all. Box. Yo, 2 for 2, holding it down on the B site, and Nemiga, they make it work with that force buy, right? They only had 2 rifles in the op there, and they made that look even easier than the other rounds they had, where they had double ops and full rifles, so Nemiga still holding on to the CT side. Budapest 5, their economy is in shambles now. They do have the Galil hero.
And I do respect this call a lot more than the hero op. It's not as expensive. You can have a full buy to the next round, and it can still do significant damage. And it's not exactly a bad loss. The Deagle, though, from Color, picks up a rifle. That's an M4 in their hands. MDS still has an MP9. There are 2 armored players. Color is one of them. There's a good chance. But Budapest 5, I feel like they have themselves a bit more of an opportunity here. They have the opening pick. They have full HP across pretty much all of their players. They have Deagles.
Please, though, for the love of Gaben and God, give that weapon to somebody with armor. He did. Okay, Yuho has the M4 now. Thank the Lord.
Whoa. Look at this box position from MDS. He's at blue. He's so perfect placement. Pre-fire comes in. He's only able to get 1. That was Color unarmored. It's a good thing he tossed the M4 over to Yuho. Speedak getting smoked. He's getting forced away. He actually might have to save unless Speedak can hold things at bay. He does flick over onto Har. The bomb does go down, and the retake is in effect. Fleeve up close and personal on Catwalk. Will walk into Lollipop.
Massive.
Will win that duel. That's a massive kill. That's a...
Yeah, they got short A control off that Boggs. Now they can actually retake properly from TT spawn. Lollipop's eliminated the high ground player. That's Yuho on the cross. Unfortunately, they're well read. And Nemiga, although it was looking a little dicey with that early kill onto onto Boggs on short 8, they still managed the round. 3 players alive, 6-4 now. In Budapest, that was a solid round. They had the loss bonus, they had the bomb plant now, and they're fully equipped here.
That was an extremely solid round for Budapest, especially Color getting the entry with the Deeg in hand. A great start for him, and a great way to continue moving on. As Budapest 5 are not letting Nemiga rest. Even in the rounds Nemiga are winning, Budapest 5 are still at the very least getting bomb plants. They're dealing economic damage. They're keeping Nemiga honest. And more importantly, they're able to get themselves a double op setup in this round, which may or may not come back to bite them. The T side has more ops than CT, and there's not very many times you can say that.
We're getting a repeat, Boggs. We're getting we're getting a repeat of the Inferno nade play here from Nemiga. They're starting to get economy now. They're starting to be able to use their combos. Goals down to 60. Yuho down to 80. Haven't even seen a single player yet. Are angling out Yo. Well, that actually eliminates one of the B players. They have to go through now. Boggs needs to make a crazy play. That's the bomb out in the middle. Yuho, he's jumping up on Cat as well. And it's just pure chaos now. Sandwich all around. There's a player in B site. Boggs is stuck in middle. And Yuho stuck in CT spawn. 50 seconds left. While they do have time, there needs to be space being made here. And it's going to be Joel's advancing now in mid. But he's not going to expect MDS to just be posted up. Now Yuho needs to win his battle. But he can't quite win it either. The smoke is there for now, but it will soon fade. And he will be stuck in the CT sandwich, Boggs. This is one that's not looking good for Yuho.
Yeah, his health is soon failing him. He has no escape. There's Nop watching his A push. Rifle's watching his mid push, but actually he deals with Speedak. Cannot deal with Boggs, however, who finishes off the job. He started through the smoke. Double op saved for Nemiga. And Budapest 5 without a bomb plant. They can go for a buy here. It would be rough. Minimal utility. But here comes the timeout from Budapest 5. They want time to talk this over, figure out what they want to do. And they are going to be utilizing the timeout feature, which is so underutilized across all regions of Counter-Strike.
Yeah. 7-4. This is the CT side, right? It's not common that we see strong CT side finishes. Especially in games that don't include, you know, the top 10 teams.
Yeah, but I do feel like this new Dust 2 is kind of CT-sided, in a sense. Because there are a lot of openings for the CTs to really pick apart the Ts, especially on the long brawl. It is kind of 50-50, but a lot of times it can favor the CTs, especially when those late flashbangs come in. So I'm not surprised to see Nemiga up on the CT side. I am surprised to see them up by this large of an amount, and also being able to chain 4 rounds and then 3 rounds in a row. Budapest 5 have not been able to do anything except for their pistol round win. That's the only reason they really have rounds in this half, is because of pistol.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Now they've gotten Joel dodged a little bit, and he's gotten the pick onto MDS. That's a big key. That's a key player to find. Now the long A defenses have been weakened, and Nemiga, they need to make a decision. Either re-aggress on Cap or re-aggress on long A. Yo, out in mid, he spots a leg. Gonna go a little wider for it. That's one. If Yuho attempts to trade, he'll get caught off.
Such good nade damage from Budapest. Nemiga once again. 5 box swings. That's the bomb. That's a double. Doesn't matter that Speedak fell. It's a critical kill. Critical double kill. So that gets them the bomb. Gets them control. It gives them a 2-man advantage. Make it a 1-man advantage as Yuho looking to bring this back, but he does not have the objective. And he knows that there's another player watching him. The off flip from Yo is enough to deal. And actually, no double op setup saved for Nemiga. So that does turn out costly once again. 3 players lost, but Budapest 5 have nothing to really invest into this round.
Yeah, and that economic damage is starting to matter less and less, right? We're getting like way later into the half now. I mean, maybe you break Nemiga here, maybe, but it won't even matter. You need rounds more than anything right now. And it's 8-4. We're on the 13th. Budapest, all they have are the pistols. They use up all their smoke. They're trying the B split here. There's 2 players defending against it.
And through CT. Boggs, he pushes through the smoke. USP in hand. Picks up 2 on the stock pistol. And Nemiga, 9 rounds to 4. A stranglehold potential in effect for Nemiga. A victory here gets them double digits. a win on round number 15
Yeah.
is an 11-4 half.
Yeah, exactly. This is pretty much the final gun round unless Budapest... Well, I mean, they can always force up Galil's, I guess, in the next round. If they want to give me a goodbye, it's going to have to be a bomb plant, but right now it's a flash towards the long gate. So far, it's going well for Nemiga. And Speedak now has solidified this advantage for Nemiga with that final pick. Color, Yuho, running low on options. They know that likely the B side is weak. And they only have one smoke to make this B split work. But right now they're split. Color looking for a pick off short A. Found Yuho for the battle. He is able to bring one back, but it's a 1 versus 3, and he's getting pretty much closed in on from all directions. Boggs. Boggs is... Oh, he's gonna miss. They're gonna miss each other.
They might run into each other soon enough as Yuho starting to work back. He's expecting Boggs, and
Wow.
that's a good shot. That gives him space. That's great awareness from Yuho to expect somebody flanking in. Spectacular aim to boot, but I don't think he can out-aim Speedak's one-shot kill. As you said, force up Galil is probably the best that Budapest 5 can hope for. Instead, they will go for AKs, sacrifice their utility. Color goes for the scout, has utility, but he does not have a helmet. Neither it does Har and Fleeve. Risky from Budapest 5, but you have to risk it for everything. And what's going to happen but Speedak landing the first shot onto Joel's. Does not go well for Budapest 5 on the initial entry long.
Yes, that's another one too. I love this split defenses from Nemiga, right? Just put one toward, have Speedak single-handedly hold down long. And if Budapest don't use all their flashes to get out, they're going to lose a player, right? And now Speedak's angled out Color as well. And things are just unfolding incredibly poorly for Budapest. The train is running out of steam, Boggs. And Nemiga, they're only just getting started, it feels like.
Oh, Speedak. This is the last shot. Will fall in the end, but our very Herculean task ahead of him. And he fails the test. Meets his maker at the hands of Boggs, who is 18-7 at the end of the half.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, you know, it's kind of a crazy stat to think about that Budapest has only won a single gun round in this half.
Yeah, they have.
That's it.
And actually, I think they won round number 3, which was a gun round. So
No,
won 2
remember they
technically.
saved the scouts? It wasn't
Oh,
quite a
yeah,
gun
they
round.
did.
Yeah, it was just the scouts. They're still technically considered a conversion. So yeah, they've only really won a single gun round. That's not a good sign. And this pistol round is going to have to be so important here just to get their early momentum and economy.
There's already a smoke out on the catwalk. Xbox, Fleeve, held at bay, as well as Color. Yuho has mid. But other than that, Budapest 5 really have no information on where Nemiga are. It's going to be a scramble. There's making a lot of noise being heard by most of the Nemiga players out on mid. Budapest 5 rotating in for long. In the meantime, it will be a mid split. The smoke goes into wall off B. The taps are coming through from Yuho. He takes out Yo, but there needs to be a sight hold from Budapest 5. They need pistol rounds. It is imperative here to avoid going down 13 rounds to 4. MDS, Boggs, Speedak, all finding frags. And the flurry may not come to an end just yet as Fleeve will bring it back at least one more kill closer to a retake.
Ooh.
A dink onto MDS. Color has been spotted. Color goes down after taking out Lollipop. Boggs and MDS, the bomb yet to go down. And it's Fleeve up against them. Boggs has no armor, but Fleeve is slowly getting chipped away and eventually dinked into oblivion. 12 rounds, looking for the 13th Nemiga. I think Budapest 5 kind of have to force up here. They have to win this round, or
Yeah.
else it may just be GG.
Yeah, this needs to be a success here, I feel, for Budapest if they want a real high percentage chance at fighting back in the second half. It's just really unfortunate, too, because, I mean, okay, Yuho got the opening pick, right, on the double doors, but when it came down to actually entering the B site, they didn't get a single one. Both of them spamming. That really hurt them. Are now holding it down, and Flav's able to trade, maintaining an advantage for Budapest 5. That's exactly what they need. But Yuho's patience, it's also punished. Yuho actually answering back. MDS does get a kill back, so the skills are sort of balanced, but MDS is wounded. The scout's still available. Headshot angle now for Flav. He's looking for the dude. Eagle battle. He finds one and a second. Now, Flav's been quiet all game, but he's showing up when he needs to. And now, that is the heroic round. That is the Guardian Angel save here for Budapest. They bought themselves a real chance here in this third map, Boggs. And now they have weapons up against the force buy here for Nemiga that is just pistols, armor, a few set of smokes, a single flashbang, and double Molotovs.
Roy, that was disgusting from Fleeve. The second shot, phenomenal work from him. And that may be the ticket Budapest 5 need to hop back on the train and bring themselves closer to bringing this to an even scoreline, if not overtime. I mean, what a fitting end would it be for this series to go to OT?
Yeah.
That's massive damage to the door. Fleeve spraying in, taking MDS down to 34. But it is a force buy from Nemiga. Everyone but Speedak going for the investment. Speedak saving for his op. Of course, Dusty, you want to prioritize the snipers over everything else. If Budapest 5 can keep 5 alive here, they can grow their bank and really try and counter against Nemiga's next buy. Nemiga love to huddle up in mid. It's about the second or third time they've done this in the 3 rounds they've played on T's side. They have these players out mid. They get some cat control. Start to look into the Molotov in. Fleeve goes forward, burning alive. Will end up dying. 100% damage to the Molotov. Joel, though, tags one. P250 out. Gets a second. Box will answer. Yo will strike. And now it's a 1v1. Yo versus Har. He needs to win this. He's been spotted. The scout rings out. Does not eliminate him. Doesn't even tag him. The bomb yet to be recovered for Yo. He has to peek, but he will not win that duel. Har is able to clutch the 1v1. Gets the double on the round. And once again, Har helps out in spades when Budapest 5 call upon their stand-in.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck Flev was thinking. I mean, you did not have to walk in that molly, sir. You could have just took a few steps back. You would have been just fine. I know you would be trying to deny the B split on the pistols, but you got the kill. You got the damage. You don't have to do something crazy like suicide in a molly from 100 to 0. That's just absurd. And that round could have, that economy damage could have been prevented completely for Budapest had he just kept fighting.
And also taking a couple steps back to the left and continued spraying.
Right. Now, luckily for Budapest, it's a full eco here. Just blocks, just a 50, and it should be easily mopped up. And there it is, a safety net round. The ability for them to build their bank. And they will invest a lot of the money here for the utility, but at least they're not on double reset anymore. That's good. That's a good sign.
It's a very good sign for Budapest 5 as they're slowly starting to chip away at the lead of Nemiga. I have to say though, that critical force buy round won by Budapest 5 is their lifeline currently. It's what's allowed them to bring this close and keep Nemiga at actually a sizable distance away from match and series point.
Right.
So for Nemiga, things might start to get a little messy, especially if Budapest 5 can pick up this round. Pick up a couple of AKs, maybe even grab the op for free off of Speedak.
Yeah.
8 rounds, potentially 9 off the back of that. And then it's a 3-round difference between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, that completely makes sense, right? And if you're Nemiga, you're definitely worried about allowing Budapest to have economy, right? The last thing you want to do is fight double op setups on this map. So the time to strike is really not while their economy is still kind of in control, right? You don't have to worry about a double op setup, maybe a single op at best. Fighting against rifles with AKs and op is much easier than fighting a double op setup. And Nemiga, they are looking for this lead. At least to continue their lead. They're looking for that economy. The smoke's going to be there. The flashes are going to allow them space. The counter flash comes off, but Flav is actually getting on the bottom and below. Colors there, though. A 1 kill for each. Cars holding down long. And they only lose 1. And they wipe up the whole team. Op is picked up. That's a free weapon right there. AK-47 for Har. Business is booming. Budapest 5 are in a great position now to fight back and begin this real shot at this comeback, Boggs. This is where it begins. We have an eco here for Nemiga. It's going to be pistols and armor. Eagles mostly. A few flashes. And Budapest are on track for the 9th here.
That was a sick a-hole from Budapest 5. Everyone believing 100% in his teammate to hold the line. That's exactly what happened. Doubles in color. Har holding long at bay. Color has the op now. Initial damage dealt to Lollipop. And Budapest 5. The momentum starting to swing back away from Nemiga. And Dust 2 looking particularly CT-sided here. As now, Boggs will all but be eliminated. He somehow still has 15 health points. But those soon should be removed from his character. Minutes later, but MDS through the wall starts things off onto Yuho. That's a rifle down. Player lost. And now Lollipop will strike. Looks for the second. Will not be able to do it, but that's B open. Fleeve will try and hold. Flashbang in.
No.
But not even a kill. That could be the round.
That could have been the round. Now they have weapons. An M4 they can pass around. Now, unfortunately for them, they don't have any utility to hold back the choke points, but Budapest 5 is not liking their confidence here. They're not liking their chances for the retake, so they are going to abandon. And it's going to be Nemiga stealing a round away. You're Budapest right now. You're hating yourself for that round, because that could have been 9. That could have been your money to guarantee 2, maybe 3 gun rounds in a row. You've just been robbed. 13 now for Nemiga.
It's been robbed from under their nose. They had everything going for them in that round. They had the damage. They had the early pick, and then Lollipop walks in. 1 digs 1. MDS picks up 2 more. Honestly, it might have been better for Fleet to hold the cross and wait for rotations and going aggressive. He kind of throws his body to the wind there.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you walk in on deagles, right? You don't really need a fancy 1D to kill that player. If every one of those players hits him once in the chest with a deagle, he's eliminated. And if they're close enough, that's 1 shot for 2 people and he's eliminated, right? That only takes like, what, half a second for that to happen?
Yeah.
So, I mean, going in on deagle is not the best decision. If 1 of 3 players lands a 1D, you're dead. If all of them land chest shots, you're also dead. And if they're close enough,
if 2 of them
shots.
land stomach shots, it's dead too.
Right. But, yeah, I think you're right. I think he just takes his chances, waits for the flashes, waits for his teammates to arrive. You know they're not gonna have utility to hold back the B site. Now Colors with a pick, the flashes bang is effective. Nice utility usage there for Nemiga to take methodical control of Cat. Now Colors on top of the car, but I have yet to see Nemiga not flash this angle. Right? They've done a great job shutting this angle down here. Now the smokes are going to come out. Once again, they're going to look for that same split they looked for before. From below. And nice flick. That is so sick from Color. Giving themselves the advantage. Now they just need to hold down long game. Fleab's on the flank, but he's eliminated as well. And foreign battle here between Lollipop and Color can't quite win it. And Nemiga find themselves in an advantageous scenario. The bomb gets planted. A 2 versus 3. Just kidding.
If Joel doesn't win this, it's over. He needs to win this 1v1 against Lollipop. He has a smoke. The bomb planted. Lollipop who peeks in and wins that duel, going back to his roots as a primary opper. And I think that's it for Budapest 5. There's nothing going for them. They had everything, that 4-round streak. And losing to the eco, it basically sapped all their energy, all their momentum. Now, everything sits at Nemiga's feet. Full rifles, up against an AWP, a FAMAS, double digs, and an MP9. The long brawl definitely favoring Nemiga at this point. Already have the early advantage, not to mention Yuho going aggressive, dealt by Joe.
No. They are crumbling, Boggs. This is so sad to witness. They had everything, you're right. They had everything going for them. Now it's just such a tough scenario to be in. You've likely going to give up this round. Joel's going to get a false positive here. There's still someone lurking about. Now maybe Color can fight back on top of the site with the op. He is in a good position to do so. And he has really no pressure from short A as well. Joel's, he gets punished on the flank. Yo has opened up the B site, and they actually might just fall off this and go straight B.
Exactly what they're going to do. Rotate into B. And I think now Budapest 5 realize what just happened. It's a great audible, great information by Yo. Color and Fleeve kind of have to save here. Even though it will be 7 rounds of match point for Nemiga. still Lollipop lurking around long. If he finds color, that's it. Speedax eliminated Fleeve. And
Bomb has been planted.
this is a painful final map for Budapest 5. Color gets the kill, but I don't know if he'll be allowed to stay alive. MDS starting to rotate in through T. Speedax has Catwalk on lock. Boggs is going to start pushing in as well.
Yeah, they know he's here too. Like, they're hearing him from short A running around long.
Now, does Color have sound on Boggs? That's the question. But will he expect both players?
What?
There's two coming in. What?
That molly just came from short A. What? Wow, that was that was an EU molly and a half, dude. Jesus. Like, what an obscure molly to know, too. Like, it's so random.
I feel like they just run around in servers and look for weird names. I mean, you feel like a lot of times innovation starts around this level of Counter-Strike and then makes its way up to the bigger teams. So a lot of times, little bits of utility like that do stem from the lower levels of Counter-Strike where teams just have to and maybe find something. MDS opens up the round. Har next to him. Actually, Har somehow doesn't take any damage on that spray. Eliminates MDS. Now he's starting to push up mid. Fleeve is dealt with Yo. And this actually could be the round for Budapest 5 to start mounting their comeback. They had potentially lost it all, but they're scrounging it back. Color strikes onto Lollipop. Boggs, Speedax. Will be the last two, and Speedax has eliminated the flank of Har. But still, the bomb has to go down. Fleeve has to be dealt with. He's flashed in.
What?
And down he goes. 2v2. Color and Joels versus Boggs and Speedax. Op versus AK across both sides, but Speedax has plenty of util.
Boggs is going to go high. That is going to pop his face here. Unfortunately, Boggs is waiting for that jump down. Color, he's heard. He's posted on by Speedax from the side. And it is Nemiga to claim the win here on this third map between Nemiga and Budapest 5 in what was a pretty tight fought battle between both of these teams. But unfortunately, Budapest 5 gave away their winning condition, Boggs. They had that game in the bag, but that last eco that they lost to the Deagles, that cost them dearly. And unfortunately, there are no room for error here in Winners League playoffs, and Budapest 5 is eliminated. So commiserations to them. It has been a blast watching them play, and that is how it goes, Boggs. But congratulations to Nemiga. They showed why they're here. They showed why they're advancing to the semifinals. An amazing, well-structured team overall. And they're on track to that potential finals win, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're consistently making top 4 in Winners League. No doubt about it. These guys are impressive. The addition of Speedax has only made them better. And I'm really excited to see them play in the semifinals. But for now, Boggs, this is the end of our show for now. We will be back in about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours. Keep your eyes on Twitter. Of course, we'll let you know when we'll be going live for the INTZ versus Triumph game for North American region. So if you're in here right now, please do follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so that you know our match schedule, so that you can enter the giveaways that we're doing for some CSGO skins, for some 1 terabyte SSDs. And of course, follow this man. His ad's down here below, and mine is here as well on Twitter. And of course, follow our producer and observer, Melanie. She does a great job behind the scenes. And if you haven't done so, check out win.gg. They do a great job. They release original content almost on a daily basis for many esports titles. So check it out. For now, we are out of here. We'll see you in several hours for the INTZ versus Triumph games. Take it easy, everybody.